Hello and welcome to our first golden egg run on Vampire Survivors. I got 338 eggs. I'm using Smith. I really like this character. And I have to choose a wake because I have little health. By the way, everything is ×2 as you requested for runs in the past. So the eggs, of course, when it comes to leaderboards, if I continue making videos on Vampire Survivors, I'll probably do leaderboards without eggs. With eggs is considered endless. In fact, you become immortal anyways. Smith is so strong. As he levels up, his stats goes up. I know there's hard caps, I don't know them all. But if I understand correctly, there is no cap on luck. And if I say anything that is incorrect, please write something in the comments, because I'm not an expert at this game. I'm really a casual player, and I left for a month on top of that, and also started playing 1 month too late. So I really like the eggs. It's a lot of fun, but it's almost like cheating, you know, because you become absolutely immortal. So I'm trying to make as much money as possible. It's 10,000 gold per egg. There's also 4 guardians. Most of you know that unless you're a bit of an outsider watching one of my first Vampire Survivor video. If you look at the arrows on the map, there's 4 special items. I never covered them because I'm gonna show later there's a grimoire with evolutions in it now, and I make guides on evolution. They did well, but now they're completely useless because of that book. That book is in the library on the left. There's a green arrow. You just go there. So this is a build that I came up with over time with practice, and this is the most money I ever made in a run. But I got 300 and something eggs. Imagine if I had 3,000 eggs or 30,000 eggs. So there's no limits, and that's what's so cool. That gold bar, I forgot the name, it's something, the box. Well, when I upgrade it, I'll remember the name. No, it's too fast, I can't see it. But it does increase the curse. The gold bar increases the curse. So here I died, but with the Arcana that I use, every time I die I get a little stronger. But eventually I will stop dying, I'll just run through mobs. So this might be the finale of Vampire Survivors. It will depend. It will depend on how well this video does. If there's no audience anymore for my runs, I will have to stop making videos because I'm really trying to grow my channel, and these are really time consuming. But what would be cool is to join leaderboards. Right now they're a bit messy. In fact, they are messy, period. Because there was a run that I did pretty okay, and then I looked and there was like 10 entries. That's because the game is not complete yet. They're still missing Arcanas, and I believe there was going to be other weapons and even evolutions. So once everything's in place, all the characters, all the weapons, all the evolutions and everything, all the Arcanas, now we can start looking at leaderboard, and that would be a lot of fun. There's a point system, and that's what I'm looking at. I would do every zone, I would do my best, not necessarily world records. I would do my best in every single zone using I don't know which character without eggs. And I don't know if you get points for also limitless runs, which are runs with eggs. If it's the case, I would do that as well. So it's very time consuming, but it will be a lot of fun to do and share it with you if I have an audience. So I'll let this video run, and if I see it's not doing well, Torona's box, there you go. It increases your curse by a lot. It took me a while to figure this out. In fact, no, I found out on Discord for that box. It's true, because I was trying to find ways to increase curse. I want as many mobs as possible to make as much money as possible. Eventually we're going to start a gold fever, and it's going to be a few. And I found out on Discord that the Torona's box increases curse by a lot. I'm gonna try to show it to you, even though it's ×2. I try to slowly show certain things in anticipation for the double speed, so you can see what I'm trying to show you. So the build, because I have the Skull of Maniacs and that box, which increase curse, I cannot get things I like, such as Candle, Labrador, or maybe what else do I get? Spellbinder. Those are things I cannot get, unfortunately. Maybe the Clover. I don't know if you think I should get the Clover for more luck, but then what do I replace? Because I need that Attract Orb, and the reason why I have the Black Heart is because I want to get Fuala Fualu. Not bad pronunciation, am I not? Fuala Fualu is very, very strong, and that's what I'm waiting for, to get the Vento Sacro. That thing, that's what it's called. And you combine it. It's in one of my guides for evolution, where you combine it with the Bloody Tear, which is the Evolved Whip, and it's very, very strong, especially with eggs. You're gonna see how ridiculous things are. And also I tried Endless Run in level 5, because in level 5 the duplicator is another one I like a lot. Here I'm pointing, see the amount is +3 already. That's why duplicator is +1 every time, so I would be at +5 instead of +3. But I'm at +3 because I have eggs. Okay. So what am I waiting for in terms of items? Oh, it's the crown, because I'm going to use Gorgeous Moon. Very, very strong. So this build seems to be working. As I said, it's the best run I ever had in terms of money. But yeah, level 5, after the Reaper shows, there's still mobs. So you can have endless runs, trigger a bunch of gold fevers, and make infinite money. The problem is it lags so much, and it's unpleasant, and it's not really meant to be. I was checking, is it my computer or the game? But my computer was not really suffering. Low CPU usage, reasonable memory usage, and GPU not that much. I think it's just the game that has so many mobs in the screen. Did you see that Green Reaper here? One of the reasons why I use a pentagram, this is a Bone Zone, by the way, a special level, is because of the blue and the green Reaper. They're a bit annoying. So with the pentagram, I kill them. So here's my Gorgeous Moon. Vento Sacro is going up. Much more fun to watch at double speed, isn't it? So first thing I'm gonna get is the Golden Ring, which increases curse even more, and I'm going to show you how much curse I have after that. Here I'm looking for this one, Disco of Gold, because every time I pick up a little bag of money, it triggers a gold fever, and the goal is to make as much gold as possible. And it's not that difficult right now. Already I just go down and I kill so many mobs already because I have a lot of curse, and we're gonna do a few of them, including one I really wanted to reach 100,000 in one gold fever. I was not able to yet. I'm far from perfect, of course. At one point I turned around or something and it messed me up, but anyways, I'm really, as I said, a casual player. I'm not one of those experts that you can see on YouTube. That's why I'm not so sure this video will be successful. I really hope so, because what I can do is exaggerate, really get tons of eggs and do ridiculous runs, and that would be a lot of fun. But I'm not the only person doing it, and there's a big saturation in videos for Vampire Survivors. What a shame though, because I really love this game and I had a blast doing this run. I did a run before that with I forgot which item I replaced. I did not have Santa Water, I had something else, and I made 190,000. But I really wanted the psychological number of 200,000 gold for the title of the video at least, and you know, I will include roadmap in the title. So those, for those who don't know, the Metaro thing, if you get both of them and the Laurel, it gives you Crimson Shroud and basically makes you invincible. The Reaper cannot kill you. I made no video about this because once again there's the grimoire, which I will show you in a moment, maybe later, I don't know when. Everything is shown how to get all these evolutions, because what I wanted to do is wait for the final evolutions to come out, make the evolution guide like usual, and then make what I would call secret evolution guide and talk about the Crimson Shroud and also the evolved Lancet, which can it hauls health from mobs around you, and you can kill the Reaper very easily, but you kill it once and then there's some sort of a Grey Reaper that comes and kills you. And I found out I did a ridiculously long run. Well, I call it ridiculous, I mean probably 4 or 5 hours, but I've seen people with 1000 minutes and things like this. If you kill Reapers in a normal way, you don't get eggs. I thought you did. I would have let this thing run for a week and made a 1 million egg run or something insane, but it's not the case. The only way to get eggs from the Reaper is with the sorry, I'm losing the words here. The Clock Lancet. As I said, the evolved Clock Lancet. If you kill him that way, then you get 5 eggs. So it's not worth it. 58,000 for this gold fever. So we keep going. All I'm doing right now is trying to pick up each of these items, because each of these items have a guardian, and each guardian drop 1 egg. I have a question for you, please let me know in the comments. I saw baby guardians, so they look like the normal guardian. I know right now it's impossible to see anything because it's all messy. That's not normal, that's because of the eggs in the real game. It's not as crazy as this. But I saw baby guardians, I forgot where. So what triggers them to appear? First of all, are they on every map? And how do you find them? Because there's, I think, 3 of them. So that's 3 more eggs. I didn't meet them in this map, I think. So I got only 4 eggs out of this run. That's 40,000 plus the 220,000 I'll make. That's the equivalent of 26 eggs. And a lot of fun. Now I could cheat in the sense that you saw my missing no. By the way, thanks for your support on that video. It's still running. People are still watching. I think we're pushing 6,000 views on my missing no guide. But if you pay close attention, you can modify how much gold you have, so you can give yourself gold and cheat and get a bunch of eggs for free. But I want to do it legit, because it's not fun to cheat. I hate that. It will take a long time, but I don't know, it's not that bad. If I make 10 runs, you know, I'll make hundreds of eggs, because the more money I make, the more eggs I get, the stronger I get, then the more money I get, and there's some sort of snowball effect. Eventually you get absolutely insane amounts of eggs. We'll have to see, especially if I go in the limitless leaderboard. I'm gonna need an absolutely criminal amount of eggs, and I will want to do it legit and be transparent with you and show you the runs, or at least the key runs, hoping that once again, this is the grimoire I was talking about, the one that you pick up in the library, and it shows all the evolutions. So my guys are now useless. Look at this blue Reaper. He can be annoying, right, with the water, but I have pentagram, so he's going to die. There you go. Very nice. By the way, on this map, the bone zone, there's only gold. There's no clocks, there is no fire or rosaries. Rosaries do kill Reapers. There's none of that. By the way, another problem with the perpetual runs in the final level, where there's mobs after the Reaper, is that I tried with cats. It was just insane, because the cats get stronger and stronger as they eat, but they would pick up the clock and it would destroy my gold fever, because all the mobs are frozen, and I didn't find any solution to this, so that's an issue. So this is, at this point I remember 60,000 was my record, and I was hoping to reach maybe 100,000, although I wasn't sure. Could I have done it? I don't know. Let's take a look. We're gonna reach 90,000 with this gold fever, and I want to see in hindsight what stopped it. Is that because I just don't have enough curse, or I certainly have enough DPS? As you can see, it's not a problem at all. 70,000. The reason why I go back like this a little bit is because you see all this trail of money following me. So every time you pick up some money, it does add time to the gold fever. But the more you accumulate, every increment of 10,000, it makes it tougher to keep your bar up. And now at 80,000, it goes down real fast. And I'm trying to... Here's one of the guardians I was talking about. We can clearly see that guardian. Those are the ones who drop dragon eggs. Not dragon egg, but golden eggs. 88, 89. Let's see what happened at 90,000. 90,000. I just went way down. Yeah, maybe I need more curse. That means I need way more eggs than this. I was also hoping again in level 5 to get 1 million gold fever, but I did not understand how it worked yet because I didn't have a chance to play because I was once again gone for a month. Yeah, so I figured out that, oh, the higher you are, the tougher it is to keep the bar. So I don't know if it's possible to have 1 million gold fever. Please let me know in the comment. Well, I guess if you have 100,000 eggs or 1 million eggs, it must be possible. I don't know. Anything's possible with those eggs. So much fun. I really hope this is not the last video, but I may have no choice. For instance, my last evolution guide has 200 views, and I'm trying to grow my channel, so I really have to. It's only a 1 minute video though. It's an update to the original evolution guide, which still has a bunch of views. People are still watching this, but with a grimoire, it's gonna die out eventually. So 25 minutes, and this is probably one or, because I got 180,000 plus 40, so that might be my last gold fever or second last gold fever. But the last few mobs, I have some difficulty. I don't really kill them all that much, so I might need more DPS for the final mobs of this map. This is a great map to farm for money. It's the best I found. There is the one with the pots, but it's only 15 minutes to run. After 15 minutes it's over, and I get nowhere near these amounts on this map. And these are the mobs that are a little tougher to kill. As you can see, I don't kill enough, so I got 25,000, and we got about 30,000 left to have, but we're at only 27 minutes, so I will need more eggs to have more DPS. I didn't look up the hard caps because Smith gets stronger every level, right? But what the number displays is not reality, and I didn't check what the hard caps are for might and, you know, cooldown reduction, all these things. All I heard once again is that luck had no limit. That's why I chose this character with insane luck. I think Punyala something is a very popular character, isn't it? The only thing I don't like about this character is Vandalia, especially at the beginning. It's pretty bad. So maybe there would be other characters that would be stronger just because of the weapon it starts with. And then after that, with the eggs, you can do anything. In fact, I invested in Missing No even. If you get a good roll on Missing No with eggs, you get an insane run, but it's a messy character, and I prefer playing with it. See, I got 405% luck. That's without the luck item. So once again, if you want to let me know in the comments if I should get that item or 400%, at that point doesn't matter all that much. Look how messed up my my whip is. It goes all in sorts of directions. It's pretty messy. 29 minutes. I do not have the Crimson Shroud. I used to have that, but I said, what's the point? I'm going to make very tiny amounts of money. I'm immortal, yes, but there's no mobs anymore, and I get gold fevers of like 20 bucks or something because there's not enough stuff on the ground. So I'm gonna let myself get killed by the Reaper at 30 minutes. So $215,000 or gold, should I say. And we'll be able to, because I have a few revives, right? So we'll be able to stretch this to up to 220,000. And then I'm dead. So $220,000 or gold. Gorgeous Moon, look at the damage, much higher than anything else. Manaja. Laborer, not that great. That's because I was running all the time, so it would kill mobs behind me. I don't know. Fualu did pretty good also, but of course Gorgeous Moon was by far the best. Can I improve this build? Of course, I'm just making builds up and you know, try to figure out on my own instead of looking on Discord and stealing other people's builds. So 360 eggs on Smith 4. 191,000 enemies killed, level almost 300, and once again 220k. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit thumbs up and leave a comment below. If you want to support this channel, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss future videos. Thank you for watching and see you next time.